All right, we're back here as we had some technical difficulties. We are closing in on 16 laps to go now in this Talladega 100 here at the Talladega Superspeedway. Adam Lechte is now the new leader up in front. Jason Bridges, remember Jason Bridges had some contact, if you will, with the driver there of Blanchard that brought out the first caution in the opening start of the race. He's now moved back up to the lead as he now gets around Broadfoot and all this other racing going on. There's racing everywhere as we're closing in to the finish of this race, and already halfway home, William Tiller. Apologize to our audience. We did have some technical difficulties, but we are back with you, hopefully, for the finish of this event, as right now, Jason Bridges leads the field back into turn number 1 and 2. Time running out here. Adam Lechte, Brandon Bullock, all right there in the top 3 off 2.
Yeah, 15 laps to go here in this race. Wesley, we watch as they come off of 2. I'm curious to see, as we watch this race play out, we watched it last season. Some of these rookies come in, race in these style of races, race in the clash race, and then sometimes we don't see these guys. They sometimes go MIA on us. They don't race the rest of the season. They go to part-time drivers. So just curious to see how many guys here tonight that race this very, very great race can stick to the full-time schedule. As you mentioned, it is 23 weeks. It is a grind.
Yeah, it certainly is. As right now, here come the leaders working their way back down to the start-finish line. Another lap on the board when they come to the stripe. It will be 15. Now under 15 laps to go. 14 to go, actually, to be exact, as they go back off into the corner. Jason Bridges now. He is leading that Ford 34 to the top spot. Adam Lechte right there in tow. Here comes now Brandon Bullock. All this going on now is we're trying to pick up some more action all over the speedway, but the front pack is where the battle is as they work off of turn number 2.
Yeah, single file all the way down that back stretch there. Wesley Suhu's going to pull out of line to make that move. As we go into 3 and 4, we're all the way on the low side of the racetrack coming out of 4.
Everyone still staying single file as they work off the corner. Here they come to the line. This time by, it'll be now 13 laps to go. We got some more trucks dropping off. Raul Meza, Brandon Bullock, they're coming into pits now. Green flag pit stop still continuing here as other drivers have also made pit stops too. Adam Lechte, the leader, not for long. Here comes Jason Bridges to battle back in the corner into 1.
Yeah, side-by-side battle for the race lead here. Who's going to get it here coming out of the corner? You see Tyler Dittmer in that 34. Can he keep it together here? Wesley trying to hold on. No, that's Bridges in that 34. Switching up some numbers this season. Bridges leading the way. Hunter there as well. Ron Hunter is definitely a veteran here at NASRA, but it is Bridges leading the way in that 34.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, I want to say obviously the 34 was Tyler Dittmer, long time. Now he's in the 45 Toyota, and Jason Bridges is now the man in the top spot as he works his way off the corner out of turn number 4, flashing down to the tribal here at the 2.66 mile Talladega Superspeedway. Back through the tribal, Bridges, Hunter. How about it for Ron Hunter? He is up 12 spots. He's not pitted yet. None of these drivers have. Can they go the distance? They're going to go to the line and take 12 to go at Talladega back to 1.
Yeah, and I love what this crew's done up here. Wesley, they have separated themselves from the rest of the field, but what it also has done is positioned these guys in the best chance to secure that checkered flag. For Ron Hunter, he can stay on this back bumper of Bridges all the way until about corner number 4 on that last lap and then make a move because he's going to be locked right here in this position. That draft's going to keep him inside of that 34 all the way into this last lap. Wesley, going to be exciting all the way to the finish.
Everybody holding their line right now, single file as they close in, bottom of the racetrack. It's Ron Hunter. This is a guy that I know from the Northwest Series. He now is going to get his opportunity to lick his chops and go to the lead. Why is that? Because Jason Bridges, Adam Lechte, Jared Krall, they're all coming down the pit lane with 11 to go. Ron Hunter, the leader.
Ron Hunter, the leader, as just mentioned, he is a veteran here at NASRA. He has been here. He has been through it, Wesley, but it's been a long time since that 30 has been in victory lane. Can he get it done here tonight? That 30 now all by himself with only one man to beat, coming off a 4.
Ron Hunter, Chris Kynes. These are two guys that we actually know from the Northwest Racing Series, as well as they're now getting their opportunity to run here in NASRA, and they are still having a pretty good shot at it. They're leading the way but they've also not pitted yet. They're the only drivers, including some other ones that have not pitted. But all the while, we're going to know they're peeling down. They had no other choice. They led a lap. Now they're pitting. Give the lead now to Hunter Parsons in the 15 when he comes back around in about 22 seconds.
We'll see. This is essentially the money stop, Wesley, as we talk about it. Oh, my goodness. Look at this shot here in the NASRA 360 Racing Network. I love the 3x3 pack that we got coming down the front stretch. We are getting very testy inside of this pack there. Wesley, are we going to survive down the front stretch?
That's that pack that we just mentioned with Hunter Parsons. Joey Doucette now. Caleb Sisk to the lead. 10 laps to go. 3x3x3x3. They climb the bank into 1 and 2. Doucette to the bottom. In the middle is Sisk. Parsons on the outside. They battle down with now Newton going to the bottom of the racetrack into 2.
Look at this shot here. Joey Doucette on the low side. Hunter Parsons there with a rookie in the middle. Who's going to get the job done going into 4? Here comes Parsons coming out the racetrack. He'll throw the block on the rookie. Joey Doucette on the low side. If any domino falls now, they're all going to fall as we come roaring off of 4.
It's coming down to the end of this one now. Hunter Parsons is the leader. He's now the Toyota in the middle of the cavalry. The little bump drafting going on behind him in the tandem. Here they work their way through the tribal, back out of turn number 4, storming to the finish line, back to the stripe. 8 laps to go. Lap trucks that just pitted are in the way of the leaders as they work into 1.
Coming into 1, we're going to ride on board with Caleb Sisk here, racing out of Statesville, North Carolina. He's been around in some racetracks there in that part of the Tar Heel State. He's in the middle lane of Talladega here. Down the backstretch, 9 laps to go in his very first race here in the DSR Electric Truck Series. He's getting bounced around though. Wesley's now on the top side.
Caleb Sisk from Statesville. He is now the rag doll. He is being shake, rattle, and rolled up on the top shelf now as they work their way off the corner. Here they come to the line. More trucks peeling down on the pit road. Here is the pack for the win. Here they come out of turn 4 to the stripe. 8 laps to go. Joey Doucette, the Joker. Man, that man's been through a lot. It's the passing of his mother. He is now the man in the front spot here in Talladega in the turn 1.
What a way for Joey Doucette to absolutely come out swinging here. He had an absolute misfortune that cost him that championship. A disconnect, Wesley, for the 16, cost him that Truck Series championship. But now he finds himself on the low side of the racetrack here. Down the backstretch, 8 laps to go. Can the Joker get back to victory lane? But here's our colleague in the McConey setup shop looking so good in that red. Jake Reeves on the high side of the racetrack.
Jacob Reeves joins, of course, William on Friday night with the Cup Series as they work their way back through the tribal. Here they come, storming to the start-finish line. Contact, Joey Stiers. He just got tagged. He stays to the bottom of the apron, got loose and wiggled and still got back in the throttle, but now he's way in the back of the pack. The leader is Jacob Reeves, working off at turn 2 with 7 to go.
And that draft is absolutely throwing the 57 around. He's trying to stay put. He's trying to stay straight there in the middle of the racetrack. Joey Doucette, the Joker, though, is being pushed by an absolute dog. And Adam Newton there on the low side of the racetrack. Here comes Brady LaBeouf. He's found some friends there on the high side. Oh, my goodness. What a move out of the 24 as he goes to the middle side of the racetrack with a big run off of 4.
Brady LaBeouf now to the middle lane. Joey Doucette will now follow back to the inside. Here comes Kerry Tribune on the outside lane. 3x3, 2x2 behind them. 6 to go as they come storming to the tribal out of turn 4. And it looked like Tyler Dittmer just ate the safer barrier. He gets back in the gas and keeps on going with Doucette to the bottom of the 1.
Yeah, as we have some drivers bouncing off the top side of the wall there. Kerry Tribune trying to still hold it down on the high side. Lance Miller there in that 22. If we can keep it together off of 2 there. Joey Doucette there on the low side of the racetrack. Are we going to keep it together here down the backstretch? Kerry Tribune with a huge run on the outside.
Carried Tribune with a big burst of momentum and help from Miller's truck up on the outside. In the 21, he makes something work on the outside lane that nobody's done so far. Closing in on 30 laps in, 5 to go here at the Talladega 100 recruitment race for the NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series. 3x3x3, you gotta love this is Talladega. It's coming to the end. Doucette back to second. Brady LaBeouf to the lead as they work to the line, back to one in the middle.
Can it be possible? Can we stay clean? Can we get 5 laps to the finish? Or will we get a green-white checkered race in this kickoff event for the DSR Electric Truck Series? We're off with 2. Carriage Review on the top side of the racetrack. He gets loose from a push over Lance Miller. He keeps it together, though. We're down the backstretch as Carriage Review leads the way into 3.
A little wiggle and a jiggle and a giggle and a bobble. And they still hold it in the forward momentum down into the third turn. They don't get unorganized. Miller just got a shot from the back. He gets tagged. He hits the middle lane. And they're all going to scatter from there. Truck spinning. Miller's in the middle of the pack. Joey Stiers is on the checkup. Caution is out with 4 laps to go when they come to the line here at Talladega.
And Wesley, that's why we can't have nice things here on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. We are into 3 and 4. It was possible, but we will get that green-white checkered finish here at Talladega, and it comes from the misfortune of a man that always lives the high life. Lance Miller there, a championship contender from last season. He had a shot there, Wesley, there in that championship race. But here tonight, doesn't look like he's going to get too banged up, so he'll be able to finish this race. But, you know, for the 21, he was racing inside the top 5.
Caution out. And now the question is this: can we finish the regular scheduled distance, or do we go to overtime here?
That's a
tough
tough
4
question.
laps to go, so 4 to go when they come back to the line, 3 to go. Hopefully at 3 to go, they might get the lights off on the pace truck and give them a 1 to go, and that would be a 2-lap shootout if that happens. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Does anybody pit, too, by the way? William, I just don't see that happening. You got your bed, you lie in it, this is what you have.
Yeah, absolutely, Wesley. I agree with you 100%. I think if you head down pit road here, it's just the time of waiting for those Goodyear Eagles to warm up. You might just run out of laps. As you see, everybody's just going to bypass pit road here, and they're going to stick with what they got, and what they got's pretty good right now. As last season's champion, Brady LaBeouf, the boss man, trying to just exactly pick up where he left off. Wesley is right now, he finds himself there in that penthouse position.
Let's set up your top 10 as we get ready for a restart. Up 24 spots, actually. Truck 24, Brady LaBeouf, he's the leader. Carrie Tribune's in second. Jacob Reeves is third. Joey Doucette is in 4th spot. Robert Richards from Gaffney, right now the top 5. Adam Newton, Caleb Sisk, Hunter Parsons, Hunter Poston, and Fred Lester. William Tiller, currently your top 10.
And then we look at that 11th position, Cole Herkson there in that 101. Going to get that name down, Pat, here in this series. Adam Lickby in that 35 as well. Jason Bridges in that 34. A good race here tonight in that 13th position. Chris Kynes is in 14th. Dana Shepard 15th. Lance Miller 16th. You also see Dana Shepard, Brandon Broadfoot, Jared Krall, Tyler Dittmer there, and Steve Barnett are top 20 on the racetrack.
That's right now pretty much where we're at as we'll get ready to try to settle in for a restart. So if they come to the line this time by, they could get the 1 to go, which means we would have a 1-lap shootout when they come to the green.
It's going to be a blast.
If they under caution. Yeah, if they stay under caution, this lap, then obviously you can see that we cannot go the regular distance. We'll have to go into overtime. And, of course, overtime will be the first attempt being made. So we'll see what the verdict is right now as the pace truck leads the field here out of turn number 4. Brady LaBeouf, the leader. If they get the lights off of the pace truck this time by, it'll be 1 to go. Then we will have a 1-lap shootout to determine the Talladega 100. And what a way to launch a recruitment race finish, William, for the DSR Electric NASRA Truck Series.
Yeah, absolutely. And Wesley, I know everybody's basically off of that Cup Series championship hangover here today. we had an extremely incredible night last Monday night here in this series with Brady LaBeouf winning that championship. Of course, it was a crazy championship 6. All the drivers there inside of the top 5, almost similar to what we had yesterday in that Cup Series championship. Wesley, all of
Yep.
our
Oh, yeah.
championship drivers, we only had one driver that disconnected with Joey Doucette, which was absolutely heartbreaking for that 16 machine. But, 5 out of the 6 drivers were inside of the top 5, inside of the top 10. And when Brady LaBeouf won that championship, of course, Wesley, it was a joke because he's the boss here at NASRA. I said, what's the boss going to do, basically paying himself? And Wesley, he must have won so much money. He was talking about upgrading his monitors, doing all sorts of cool stuff. So, folks, if you're interested in racing in this league, our champion, he must have taken home a few $100 bills for his work last season, Wesley, because he's going to get a new setup out of that championship.
And then they just pick right back up where they left off. As, by the way, I'm understanding this will be overtime number 1. We will move to overtime number 1. And we will try this again. Again, overtime number 1 in effect here. 3 attempts at a green-white checker if need be. Obviously, if they wreck before they take the white flag, we'll re-rack, restack, and go again 2 more times. On the 3rd attempt, if they wreck before the checker, before the white flag, then the race is considered official at time of caution. At any time in the 3 attempts at the overtime, if they take the white flag, race is official. They will race back or crash back to the start-finish line. There's your overtime rules. Kind of similar to NASCAR. And obviously, we'll be ready to see what happens here. As again, this is overtime number 1. I was thinking it'd be kind of crazy, William, to have a 1-lap shootout. But honestly, 2 laps will be obviously pretty cool as well. Overtime 1 here in the Talladega 100. Here at the, of course, Superspeedway. As Brady LaBeouf, Kerry Tribune, Jacob Reeves, Joey Doucette, Robert Richards right there in the top 5. Ready to come back through the tribal into the Geico restart zone. They now settle into that. They'll get ready to hit the gas. Brady LaBeouf will fire first. He'll take off on the inside lane. He'll carry down Reeves behind him. All this goes on as the green flag flies. Richards up to 3rd. They got to take a lap to get to speed. They're going back to turn 1 with 2 to go.
Brady LaBeouf will take us off the corner. He's leading on the low side of the racetrack. You see everything forming there on the high side coming off of the corner here down the backstretch. Brady LaBeouf finds himself by himself. Watch those runs, though, coming off the corner. There is some movement in the middle side of the racetrack as it looks like Siski's trying to make a move. He's going to be blocked on the high side, Wesley, as we come into 3.
The Serve Pro caution is over. Move the logo unless it pops back up again. All of this going on now as they work their way. And we are back under caution. Well, yep, so much for that. Caution is out again. They were coming to the line. Yellow flag will fly. We'll find out what happened to put us now into double overtime here at Talladega. Look at this, William Tiller.
Yeah, this looks like it happens a little bit further back on the racetrack there. Ralmez in that 37. Let's see which truck may have brought out this caution here as we headed into 4. Look to have been clean so far as we take another shot here. That's the 33 machine. Oh, there it is. That's the 64 that's going to get loose there. It's going to bring out that caution there, Wesley.
Yeah, that's the 64 machine of Jared Crowell, and that's that driver out of Winter Haven, Florida that we were referring to earlier. One of the new names, one of the new recruiters on the series, and Jared Crowell going around. Jared Crowell, there he is. And in the racing groove. And that's why we threw the caution. It triggered a yellow. And we will get ready for a 2nd attempt of overtime here at Talladega.
And Wesley, we had this all season long last year. So many overtime races, things that came down at the very, very end. And folks, you got to tune in when we kick off this season, or even go back and watch our races from last season. It was just so incredible, the photo finishes, the money stops, as we like to call them there, Wesley, those last of the green flag pit stops. Here tonight, we get the same thing. We're going to get double overtime in a recruitment race to kick off a brand new season. It just sounds like it's the NASRA way.
And what a way to get it started. Obviously, we'll have to Get ready for a second attempt here at overtime at Talladega. By the way, of course, caution flags presented by ServPro Fire, Water Cleanup, and Restoration. We're excited to announce that ServPro is back again as the caution sponsor for the NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series here on Monday nights. And by the way, William, DSR Electric, bud, they're going to be the new title sponsor of the series. We want to say thank you so much to Sim Racer Hub for what they've done, formerly known as Dan Lisa, obviously the dictionary of stats and information for everything iRacing. They have decided to jump on board as a partner for the Xfinity program that they're working on for Tuesday nights, I believe is what we were told. But we do want to say thanks to Sim Racer Hub for all that they do for the world of iRacing and NASRA. And, of course, welcoming DSR Electric as the new entitlement sponsor for the Monday series.
Yeah, we're so happy to have them on board here this year. And Wesley, just like you said, we want to thank Sim Racer Hub for all the wonderful things they do. And guys, if you haven't checked out what Sim Racer Hub does, so incredibly detailed. Every stat from wins, laps led, checkered flags, all that good stuff over there at simracerhub.com. But Wesley, we're going to have a brand new season with DSR Electric. So excited to have them on board. We shouted them out a few times last year, especially with the Adam Newton machine there, the DSR Electric machine, the runs that he had during the season last year. So just incredibly excited to have a new sponsor here on these Monday nights.
Twin Ring Motegi again next Monday night for the Clash. We'll find out if we're going to also broadcast qualifying from Daytona. We might not. I'm not sure. Obviously, I think that'd be really cool to set the stage for obviously the dual races, and then of course the official first points race at Daytona coming up right before the Thanksgiving holiday. I'm Wesley Outland. William Tiller is alongside Adam Flieger pushing the buttons. We had a little techno difficulties, and we quickly worked hard to get that taken care of. And right now, we will put us under a second attempt here at overtime. William, we were featuring, obviously, the Monday series, but the Friday program, I think, didn't you say the playoffs just started for that series as well, the Season 9 of the Cops series?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, Wesley. You want to tune into the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series on Friday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You'll catch myself, Jake Reeves, who's actually in this race in that 57 machine. But an incredible playoff run that's happening right now, Wesley. We just had a driver locked in through that round of 20. We just have a few more races to go before we eliminate 6 drivers. That's our first cut, is 6 drivers here in that first round. So be sure to tune in. We go to Watkins Glen next week, Wesley. Elimination race at a road course, no better way. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Friday night.
That'll be a good one. And we'll get ready to try to go back to the green flag here, as this one's far from over. Going to get another attempt at an overtime here. As currently Brady LaBeouf, the champion, winner of the championship last Monday night for Season 2, obviously joining Adam Newbert. We'll get ready to bring the field back to green. Jacob Reeves right alongside. By the way, top 3 will be paid for this race, even though it is a non-points exhibition recruitment race. There is money up for grabs. And then, of course, we move into the big shows, beginning in Twin Ring Motegi and the Clash next Monday night. Qualifying for Daytona, the duels at Daytona, then the big race at Daytona for 250 miles, 100 laps. Pace truck onto the pit lane, ready to settle it here, possibly overtime number 2 for the NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series in the Talladega 100. Here comes the cavalry back inside the Geico restart zone. Another attempt at a green-white checker. They got to take the white flag for the race to be official. Another yellow flag will go for a third and final overtime attempt. Working down lap number 38 when they come to the green flag. Back underway. Brady LaBeouf for the outside lane this time instead of the bottom. He's now going to be under attack by Jacob Reeves. Quickly, LaBeouf throws the blot, goes to the bottom, pulls in front of Reeves and Richards as they work to 1.
What a move out of the 24 machine.
Flush it over.
He gets to the low side of the racetrack, blocking the 57 off of 2. Wesley, if we get that white flag, it's official.
Working the back straightaway into the corner. Brady LaBeouf, Jacob Reeves, down into turn number 3. Kerry Tribune now up the hill. Caution is over. Please remove the logo on the top right. Here they go. No, hold that. No! Hold on, guys. I think we're going to stay green, though. He was below the apron. He's crashing below the bottom of the racetrack. They're still below the racetrack. It's not going to throw a caution. It will not trigger a caution, William Tiller. Here comes the field. Coming out of turn 4. Kerry Tribune is the leader. Reeves on the outside or the bottom. White flags in the air. 1 to go. Presented by Darren's Nail Gun Repair. Final time at Talladega into turn 1.
Jake Reeves in the 57 on the low side of the racetrack. Kerry Tribune on the high side. Who will win this drag race off of 2? Jake Reeves, a little bit of bump on the top side. There goes 6 with the 7 machine. He gets a little loose there as well. Will the 57 lock it down? The 7 machine, no. Kerry Tribune with a big run into 3 and 4. Will it be enough to get this victory as the 7 gets to the lower side of the racetrack?
4 wide, there's contact, and they're crashing to the back. Now Jacob Reeves just got turned. They're all scattered and piling in from there. Top 5, top 4 trucks, now they're wrecking. Joey Stiers just got turned entering the tribal. And while that goes on, Kerry Tribune is in the lead. Kerry Tribune, now it's Caleb Sisk on the outside. Joey Doucette gives him a push. Sisk wins! Sisk wins! Sisk wins! Kerry Tribune, Joey Doucette, 1, 2, 3. What a finish at Talladega in the 100-lapper exhibition recruitment race. Wow.
What an absolute finish here in this recruitment race, Wesley, as virtually the half of the field wrecked out there on that last lap, and Sis came up the middle, ran that run all the way through that front stretch, and like I said, those rookies came to play last season. Watch out for this man here in this upcoming season.
What a finish. Look at this, right across the line. I think we're going to reverse it for you. And right there, look at this, coming to the stripe. If we could just pause it right at the right time. Here they come to the line. There you see the white flag waving. I don't know what's going on. Then you come back to the checker. I was ready to see the checker flag to unfurl here. Here he comes. Watch this. We're going to freeze frame it right at the line. Here they come right about now into view, coming to the stripe. Right there. Wow. Oh, man, look how close that was. And I'll tell you what, William Tiller, it was Joey Doucette giving the bump to Caleb Sisk to get him that win right there in the 006.
Wow. I mean, just an absolute finish here. And this is just a recruitment race, Wesley. I'm just ecstatic to see the rest of the season has in store. Wow, look at that with a red, white, and blue American flag paint scheme on that truck being pushed by Joey Doucette in that 16. Just an incredible finish here in the NASRA 360 Racing Network.
Here's your results for the Talladega 100 here tonight. Caleb Sisk will pick up the win up 25 spots to take the checkered flag. Of course, it was Kerry Tribune second, Joey Doucette third, Cole Henriksen fourth, Fred Lester your top 5, Robert Richards, Ron Hunter, Lance Miller, Adam Newton, and Hunter Poston will round out the top 10. Joey Stiers is in 11th. 12th to go to Raul Meza. Kami Proctor will finish 13th. Brandon Broadfoot 14th. Hunter Parsons will go 15th. 16th will be, of course, did I mention Brandon Broadfoot? I did. Hunter Parsons, top 15. Jacob Reeves, in it to win it at the end, just fell short. Jeffrey Johnson Jr., 17th. And Chris Kynes, 18th. William Tiller, halfway through the field at Talladega.
Looking at the rest of the field here after the 18th position, Adam Lichty in that 35 and that 19th. Last season's champion, Brady LaBeouf in that 24. You saw him there in that last lap getting entangled. He finishes 20th. Tyler Dittman in that 45, 21st. Steve Barnett in that 42, 22nd. 23rd position is going to be owned by the 51 machine of Brian Chu. Danny Shepard's going to come home 24th. 25th is going to go to Jason Bridges. 26th position is going to be Brandon Bullock in that 17. Jared Crawl is going to finish 27th. Chris Blanchard in that 9. 28th. Stephen Gregory, 29th. And rounding out our field here tonight will be Jason Morales in that 30th position.
There you go. That's the way it finishes up when it's all said and done. Again, the winner of the race is going to be the driver, of course, of Caleb Sisk. Coming up, we'll grab the top 3 podium, and we'll set the stage for next week's clash at Twin Ring Motegi for Season 3 of the NASRA, of course, DSR Electric Truck Series. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll grab the podium. This is coverage of NASRA 360 Racing Network. Cup Series fell through. The Thursday deal fell through. All right, everybody, welcome back. All right, we're back at Talladega. Let's go to Victory Lane and grab Joshua Sisk. Joshua, first win of the year. I know it's 9 points. I know it's an exhibition recruitment race, but a win's a win, man. What a wild one at Talladega, going to double overtime. Congrats to you.
Hey, thank you so much. That was a ton of fun. I hope it looked awesome on screen.
Very, very entertaining. Man, let us know what it was like running that. Of course, not a very long race, 35 laps, but man, it seemed like it was just action from green to checker. What was it like in the virtual cockpit?
I would say that's a great point. It really was. 35 laps, just not enough to give up track position. So pretty much all take, no give, but good, respectful racing. It was a lot of fun, to be honest. I mean, I don't think I could ask for a better way to start my time out here in the DSR Electric Truck Series. Ton of fun.
Yeah, very first race of the season here. You just mentioned it, that fun aspect. What are your goals and what are you looking forward to the most here as we sort of cruise into these speed weeks here? Something that maybe might be new to you here in this league.
Well, I'm only part-time for Highline Racing. I'm going to come over and race whenever Jason, Hunter, Cole, Carrie, Steve, somebody needs me to come race, I'm going to come race, or Tyler Dittmer. Whenever one of those guys can't race, I'll come out and race and try to make the field. Just try to come out, support the team, support my sponsors, give them a good show, and then obviously collect checkered flags. So won't be running for points, just be trying to collect checkers.
Well, Cody, Caleb, I'm sorry. Congratulations to you, man. Before I let you go, thank your sponsors. And obviously, I know it's as a part-time racer for Highline Racing, we hope to see you at some more races this year.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys giving me this time. A huge shout out to Brady for putting on such an orchestrated event and a great drivers meeting. I'm looking forward to running with them throughout the season. DSR Electric for their sponsoring the series. Highline Racing for bringing me in, especially Hunter for giving me this opportunity. SkunkWorksGraphics.com, they wrap all my trucks. PassingUnderYellow.com, we specialize in C-Open setups. I'm a house driver for them. We also have B-Open, A-Open, late models. We can build whatever you want, road course, GT3. So get your wraps, get your setups. We got it all. And thanks to you guys for the coverage. It was a lot of fun.
Well, it's not a points race, but it is a win for the driver out of Statesville, North Carolina, the 006 Toyota. Caleb Sisk for Highline Racing, getting it done here in Victory Lane. Let's grab the runner-up man of the race. Obviously, we'll grab, again, the the thoughts of Kerry Tribune, and he literally was so close to being the man that could have been in victory lane. And Kerry, your take of this race, man. Obviously, you are so close to being the guy to go to victory lane in that number 7 machine. You're holding your line. You're doing everything the compressor parts incorporated 7 needed to do, man. Just kind of ran out of time there, obviously, fighting off those trucks on that last corner, storming to the line. Your take of being runner-up.
I had a couple of my teammates behind me, Josh and Cole, and just trying to figure out which lane to take. But yeah, it was kind of wild. Didn't think I was going to make it that far, especially when Brady threw that block. I thought we were all done for. And then I punted him, so I thought for sure I was done after that because I had a lot of nose damage. But no, I mean, it was wild, wild. A lot of crazy stuff happened in the last 2 laps.
Yeah, when we talked about to our race winner about this aspect here, it's a fun race here tonight. Did you have fun, and what are those goals, and what are you looking forward to the most here as we creep into speed weeks?
Just trying to have a better speed weeks than I did probably last season. Just overall better season. Maybe try to make that top 6. I believe I was a few positions short last season, and a couple here and there misses on that last round to make it. But right now, I feel solid right now. I feel like we could do well. Maybe next week. Maybe don't think I'd qualify that well, but I believe in speed weeks we can be running up the front.
Kerry Tribune, Kerry, what's your thoughts of bringing in these new recruitment racers? And obviously, you're taking on new talent, seeing the new talents of new racers that we might not have seen before. And obviously, you have to kind of adjust and adapt to that. Am I right?
Yes, sir. Definitely, Wesley. I've raced with a couple of these guys I've seen on official races before, like Adam Lakely and a few other guys. I saw they're kind of familiar, so seeing them jump into the league was kind of like, oh, wow, let's see where I can stack up against these guys. And, I mean, tonight, I don't think he really got to see anything, but I definitely think if they come back next week for the clash, we'll really get to see where they stand.
Well, Kerry, always good chatting up with you, man. Second place, and before I let you go, thank your sponsors.
I want to thank DSR Electric first for coming on this season, sponsoring the league. That's pretty dope of them. I like that. And I'd like to thank Jason at Highline Racing. He's brought me on. Really stoked to be able to team up with those guys. And I want to thank A&G Compressor Parts and my wife and my family back in Washington.
All right, there's the thoughts of, again, Kerry Tribune. Kerry Tribune will finish in the, if you will, number 2 position here in the Talladega 100. Let's go now and grab Joey Doucette. Joey, Joker, always great hearing from you, buddy. I know you've been through a lot recently. Man, what a finish. Obviously, that's the type of racing that Talladega provides. Am I right? You're happy with the podium?
Oh, yeah, I'm always happy with the podium. No, it feels great. Things are getting a little bit better, not easier, but we're getting there as a family. And no, I got a black flag for changing lanes, started in the rear end there, and I just started making moves and finding holes, and somehow I finished P3. I mean, that's just amazing for me.
Yeah, Joey, we talked about what happened in that championship event where you unfortunately disconnected. That was just heartbreaking for the entire group, but you were able to take that field across that start-finish line. You come off all those things that happened last season, the magical moments. What are the goals, and what are you looking forward to the most as we kick off this new season?
Getting back to the Champ 6. That's just the main goal, and fighting for that championship again. Yeah, I disconnected. I was mad at that, but I can't be really mad. And I mean, in the off season, I just changed internet providers because I just been having too much problem with those. But no, main goal for the new team, Upfront Motorsports, just to be back where I was last season and try to fight for a championship.
I got to ask you this question, Joey, and I want you to give us also your segue with thanking your sponsors, because we got to get off the air. I got another iRacing broadcast top of the hour. what does it mean to you with the iRacing community, the NASRA racing family, and everybody that's come together so much for you to help you out with your hashtag 16 strong and doing what you've done for the passing of your mother, Robin Doucette? I know we haven't really got to chat with you that much since probably before the race that you ran and we done the memorial event, but what's it mean? I think you're like really, really close to even having your GoFundMe page meet your goal of what you wanted to do to help out with funeral costs and whatnot.
We met it. We definitely met it for the iRacing community.
That's
and
awesome.
Their family. Everything's paid for. Nothing's missing. And my gratitude to them guys, the love that they've shown me since my mom's passed. I mean, it was a huge weight off our shoulders. And I couldn't thank them enough. With Brady and Peacock setting it up, with you guys volunteering your time and your pay to do that. I mean, it's just, I feel loved. My family feels loved. My mom would show emotion to how much you guys have helped me within the past couple of weeks. But that being said, DSR Electric for coming on. Upfront Motorsports is the new team. Misfits bought Upfront, so I am on Upfront Motorsports this year with a great group of guys of Chris Blanchard and Zach Hartwick, Ed Osborne, Chris Cinnamon. These guys. I want to thank also you guys for still doing what you do. I mean, I love rewatching the broadcast every week, the following day, and you guys are just perfect for this. Your voices match it. Your personality matches everything. Brady for putting on this recruitment race and putting on this league. And every sponsor that's come on. I know there's new ones. I haven't really got the list of it, but I appreciate everybody that's come on to support us, and can't wait till the regular season starts.
Driver out of Oakland, Maine, Joey Doucette finishes third here tonight at the Talladega Superspeedway and the exhibition recruitment race for the Talladega 100. That'll wrap it up here tonight. William Tiller, your final take, everything, brother. Always fun working with you, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And likewise with you, Wesley. This was just a teaser. This is that Sam's Club, BJ's, Costco, whatever you got. It's that free sample. You just got a little taste of what you're going to see this season. Cannot wait to kick off Speed Weeks here in the DSR Electric Truck Series.
It'll be a fun time. Of course, next week it is the Clash at Twin Ring Motegi. Qualifying also for Daytona for season number 3 of the NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series Sim Series at NASRA-Racing.com. Of course, for everybody at NASRA Racing, including Brady LaBeouf and Cody Knott, for director, producer, the man behind our broadcast, as always, Adam Flieger with William Tiller. I'm Wesley Outland. Good night from Talladega. Congratulations to, again, Cody Sisk, winner tonight here at the virtual Talladega Superspeedway.
Lions. We bring hope where it's needed. Support causes that matter. Change lives. Change communities. Change the world. Visit lionsclubs.org to learn more.
The only thing worse than being stuck at home is being stuck at home without coffee. We can't let that happen. Browse our selection and order online. From sweet to tangy, hot or iced, we have something for you. White King Coffee, because every cup makes a difference. Cheers.
A simple moment in time. But there is so much more to this moment than meets the eye. What you don't see are the millions of moments that led to this one. The weeks of bonding between a highly trained dog and the person he will serve. The personal training for the client. The challenges. The persistence. The matching process to find the right dog for the person. You don't see the time it takes to train the dog. The hours of loving care. The determination of the dogs to achieve. The professionals who care. The dedication of volunteers. You don't see the dog selection process. The foster homes. The puppy raising. A million moments to arrive at this. This man, this dog, this moment.
Welcome to Beacon Lodge, a full-service summer camp for children and adults with a variety of special needs. But from September through May, Beacon Lodge is available as a conference center for business, governmental, educational, and nonprofit organizational retreats. A beautiful 580-acre camp nestled in the natural woodlands along the Juniata River in central Pennsylvania near Mount Union.
Beacon Lodge was established in 1948 as a summer camp for blind residents of Pennsylvania.
I hope you enjoyed your quick introduction to our facility and its many opportunities. We see ourselves hosting a unique retreat for your organization. Please call me to explore your needs. We can schedule an on-site visit. Quite honestly, it's the only way to get the real feel of the mountains and the experience we offer as a venue like few others.